Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Conversations You Don't Want to Have with Jayola Tessie. Today I'm going to be having a very interesting conversations with you, and it's going to be surrounded on the whole ideology of record label and how it actually works. And but before I get into it, I want to say a very big shout out to everyone that has been supporting the movement, subscribing to my YouTube channel, coming on my um live on TikTok and all of that. I so much appreciate you guys so much. God bless all of you out there. And I'm using this opportunity to also say the peace to Mobad. May the family find comfort. May the kid he left behind grow up to meet up to our expectation positively. My condolences to the family, most especially the wife that is going through a lot, and the dad as well. So let's dive into it. But before we go into it more like that, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, 60 Minutes TV Entertainment and News, and follow me on my TikTok and my Instagram, which is Timeline of a Gemini. For your music promotion, content creating, business development, digital marketing, music distribution, playlisting, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, um, trade followers and verification and monetization. Feel free to contact us. We have everything covered. We are actually the best digital solution company and content distribution and music distribution company you can bank on. So let's get into it directly. So for all talented people that are out there, you need to understand something that when being signed into a record label, you need to understand that there is an expectation laid down which you need to be able to meet up to. You need to understand that your record label is not your family. They don't know you from Adam. The whole ideology of we are family, we are family, we are family. You need to first of all get rid of it. This is one of the things they say to make you feel comfortable, to make you feel relaxed, to make you feel like nothing they happen. You understand? But the reality about it is at the end of the day, everybody they do business. So one major thing you need to understand is this. I'm going to take it one after the other. First of all, whatsoever your record label is giving to you is loan. It's nothing but loan. They expect return at the end of the day. They expect return from the music you make, from the video, from everything. Along the process, you'll be surprised that when they bring you aboard, they are clothing you, they are doing all those things, you're feeling like these people are nice. What they always intentionally don't want to tell you is that all these things are loan. They are being documented, receipts are being kept somewhere so that when you start making your income, they can take everything back from it. That is why most of you artists realize that your song is blowing and you're getting shows 10 million, all those things. At the end of the day, when you're done with your shows, they remit 100K or whatsoever into your account and you start complaining like, oh, well, they paid 10 million for that show. No, they paid 10 million. The record label needs to collect everything they give to you back, everything they've been spending. So the mistake you made as an artist was the fact that as they were spending for you, you allowed them to keep receipts. You didn't keep any copy of the receipt that can actually show transparency on what they've spent and how you can now subtract, multiply, and do whatsoever you need to do that will now help you to arrive at the right figure of what you're supposed to be aiming. And one of the things I always tell artists that wants to sign under a record label is don't ever stay in same building with your investor, with your CEO of your record label or anything. Avoid it a lot. And in the midst of this, you should understand that whatsoever places, wherever they want to put you, they will be the one paying for it. So automatically their name, or the names of the company or whatsoever will be on the documents. So they will be responsible for the payments, for anything that is happening in the house and the welfare and everything. When you choose to ask them to put your name, automatically you have said you want to be the one paying for the rent. If they buy you a car, they'll buy it in their name. So if anything happens to the car, they are supposed to fix it. They are supposed to fuel the car. But if you are smart enough, get the receipt of the car they purchased for you. Then maintenance and everything. Learn to take care of the car to the level of you not always needing them to fuel it to do anything for you. Because if they buy you fuel of 5,000 naira today, they will jot it down. Pure water of 5 naira, they will jot it down. And they will subtract everything from the income that is coming. So how can you escape this? How can you know who you're signing for and how crazy or how nice they are? It's simple. As an artist, you don't have a record label first and they're approaching you. Note, before I go into this phase, it is not only your record label that have the right to give you contracts. You also have the right to give your record label contracts. You have the right to give them terms and conditions before they can go into deal with you. Because at the end of the day, what most of you always fail to understand is that your investment is not the cash. Your investment is your talent. If you are not good enough, they could have invested money on themselves or their family member. So what you are bringing to the table is your own talent. That is your own capital. And you must learn to leverage on it. Emma McBone, don't be shaking because you're in front of Don Jazzy or anybody. No. If you are not good enough, Don Jazzy won't call for you. All these things are things you need to understand. The only thing they have is the capital and the platform. But what is the use of the capital and the platform if there is no talent to promote with? To put on the platform, it's useless. So it's a win-win for both parties. So upcoming artists needs to understand all these things and stop, start jumping up and down because Don Jazzy or anybody call them or Olamide call them. No, it's a win-win for both parties. If they won't call you, they should keep their thing and continue doing your thing. You should have it at the back of your mind that if you're not good enough, they won't recognize your talent. And the moment they recognize your talent and they reach out to you, if the terms and conditions surrounding whatsoever you want to do doesn't work, you already have leverage. And the leverage is you believing more in yourself because they have discovered you. But most of you don't know this. Desperation sets in for you. You want to be known and you strike the wrong deal. So when they reach out to you, the first thing you should do is let them see your materials. Don't say anything. Let them choose from your materials. And when they are done choosing, they expect you to talk about signing a deal. Don't sign any deal. Ask them, do you want to buy it off? Or do you want to handle my distribution? Put it everywhere that is supposed to be. Then we split income. You have dropped 50% of what they need for the project. Note, which is your talent. They now need to bring 50%. The 50% they are bringing is actually 100%. So if you are smart, out of the 100% that is on ground, bargain for 50%. Put them in conditions. If the project is marketable and irresistible, they won't want to go. Then you start going back and forth. Remember, the thing you dropped is here, your intellectual property. If it's easy, make themselves do it. Worst case scenario, settle for 40% or 30% because the capital, the physical cash is coming from them. But don't settle for anything lesser than 30%. Out of the 30%, let it be restricted to just distribution, video distribution, digital distribution, and everything. Let it be restricted to just that. Everything that's got to do with the digital aspect of your job. Settle for 30%. They will take 70%. Now, be smart enough to tell them that you want 10% out of their 70% or 20% out of their 70% to be spent on publicity. To be spent on publicity. So this is how it works. So if there's an agreement, they will now, let's say they now drop 100 million naira. So out of the 100 million naira they are dropping, you have made it known to them that they can only spend 20 million naira on distribution. Or let's say the project yield 100 million naira. They are supposed to remit 40% to you or 30%. Take the rest. Then whatsoever they are saying they spent should be equivalent of 20M, which they should be able to show to you as a proof. I don't know if you are getting me, but it's a scenario that I am painting on how smart you should be. If they are dropping raw cash for you, or if they are collecting the material from you, and they need to be able to show you proof that, okay, this is what we spent on the promotion of this song. So therefore, this is what we are taking. Whatsoever they are taking is none of your business. What you are getting is your business, which is always your 40%, your 30% should always come into your account when it is time for you to receive your paycheck. But just, be smart to let them feel like, whatever you guys are doing regarding this thing, please don't let it, whatever thing they even want to spend on promotion and PR, it's none of your business. Just be consistent and be persistent on the fact that nothing must happen to the percentage of your income that you bargained with them. Once you successfully do this, once you are able to shape this, then bring in your lawyer. As a matter of fact, before you go for this meeting, you must learn to draft all these things yourself. All the things that works for you, that works in your favor. The mistake most of you upcoming artists are always making is you think you need big grammar to draft contract. No, it's just a normal statement. It's like when you go to police station and doing writing undertaking, or what's it called? It's as simple as that. I, Ajasa Olowunyo, this music I want to give. You can even put it in pidgin, even in Yoruba. This thing I want to give to you people. No, I want 10 naira every Friday. If I go perform and I no get percentage on top am, now me get my performance fee, now me get my endorsement fee, now only distribution and a fee handle for me. This is that. This is that. On agree, I be on no agree. If on agree, sign here. If on no agree, sign here. Take that same document, that thing you type, take it to cyber cafe, let them print it out for you. Type it out and you bring it back. Carry your lawyer along. Let them. It's simple. But the mistake all of you always make is you want big grammar. You think without big grammar you can't negotiate deal. At the end of the day, what everybody wants to see, if things go the other way around, is a documented agreement that carries both parties' signature, that they both agreed. When I was in the university, they said the only reason why African philosophy couldn't make it to standard was simply because nothing was doctored. Nothing was put in pen. Then I got to understand that even if it was rubbish, if it had been put in pen on a paper, it could have been valid. So artists out there, you need to understand some of these little basics. On this note, I am going to stop here. On my next episode, I am going to continue on some little things you can start understanding and start doing on how to protect yourself from record label scam. But that is the first phase. Till I come your way some other time, don't forget, we do it all. I plug it now. Music distribution, digital solution for your content, verification, followers for your Instagram, all your social medias, everything that's got to do with music, consultation, budget planning for record label management, stage management, production for events, and everything. Feel free to reach out to us. The contact is on the screen. Follow me, Timeline of a Gemini, on Instagram and TikTok. I got you. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, 60 Minutes TV, Entertainment and News podcast, available on AudioMark, Spotify, Apple Music, etc., etc. Till I come your way some other time. Still remain Jayola Tese. Peace out.